Okay, so the next equal spread offset we're going to do is right here. You should have that with you. And before I begin, I write in some of the numbers that I know. So I know what A is, 510. I know what C is down here. C is 100. And now the next step is to solve for B. So I'm going to draw a right angle triangle right in here for B. Now we have a measurement down at the bottom of 400. So that is a run on this triangle. So I want to get the travel. So that's going to be 400 times 1.414 for that particular, for B. And B comes out to 565.6. And now I could take that measurement and then I'm going to extend my lines through my offset, straight lines. And I'll write my number in there. So that's going to be 565.6. 565.6. 565.6. Now the next step on this is to extend all of my lines and cut my 45s in half. So I'm going to extend my lines right here. I'm going to cut my 45s right in half. Extend my lines and cut my 45s in half. Once I have that done, the next step is to solve for D. And I'm going to draw a 22.5 degree right angle triangle right in this location. I'll color it in so you can see it. There it is there. I have a run of 400 on the bottom. So I want to get the rise of this 22.5 degree right angle triangle. I will take 400 and multiply it by the tangent of the 22.5, which is 0.414. And that's 165.6. And now I could put right in here 165.6, 165.6, 65.6, 165.6.
I'm sorry, Doug. I have to ask a stupid question.
No,
Maybe
no, go for it.
not me understanding, but I always thought that the rise was equal to the run. So, like, if it
Only
was,
in a 45 degree right angle triangle. When we're looking at a 22.5 degree right angle triangle,
okay,
the
because I
rise
thought
is
that, like, if it was 400, I thought that everything else would just be 400, but
no.
for whatever
Because it's
reason.
22.5 degree. Remember? We cut that 45 in half right here. Okay. So now this measurement here is 510, 510, 90, 90. I can actually add these two numbers together right in here to get D. So D is 510 plus 165.6.
I think those 90s that you just wrote are supposed to be 100.
Say
Yeah,
that
we're
again.
Where did you get 510 from?
Right here.
Oh,
He's
okay.
talking about the
This
90s on the
measurement,
right
this
side.
is 510.
Right.
510.
I think, yeah, the other ones are supposed to be 100 though, right?
Yeah, those 90s.
Oh, this is 100. Okay, yeah, right. This is yeah, thank you for that, guys. Appreciate you. That was the last one. This is 100. This is 100. So F in here is 265.6. Right. Now E is these three measurements. So E, if I do my math correct, is 896.8. And now I'm going to get a bigger 22.5-degree right angle triangle, and I'm going to color it in so you can see it. Here it is. This is it right in here. It's just bigger. That's all. There it is. Nice and big so you can see it correctly. Okay, so now I have a run of these two numbers together. So 550 plus 400 brackets, because you have to hit the equal sign before you multiply, times 0.414, 10 of a 22.5. And then this line becomes, well, that's equal to 393.3. 393.3, 393.3, 393.3, 393.3. So now I could finish off G, H, and I. So G comes out to 903.3. H comes out to 135 to 1,352.2, and I is 493.3. How's that so far? Are we doing all right with this? So this is an unequal spread offset. Now I want you to notice the spread apart of the pipes are not equally spread. And this is what they're talking about in here, is that these spread apart are not equal. Okay? So that's what they're trying to convey there, that they were unequally spread. Okay? Does that make sense? Okay, so that's why we call it an unequal spread offset. So to solve for these ones, it's relatively, actually, in my opinion, easier than the other ones. So first off, and the first thing I'm going to do is solve for A on this. So we will draw a right angle triangle right in here. So now I have a number over here of 39. Can everybody see my 39 in there? So I can solve for A if I take 39 and multiply that by 1.414. Okay, pretty simple. So that comes out to 55.1 146 is for A. The next step is I am going to solve for B next. And to do that, I'm going to draw a right angle triangle. Okay, let me just back that up again. I'm going to clear. I didn't put a straight line in here. So I am going to draw a right angle triangle right in here for B. Everybody see my big right angle triangle? And now my run for this right angle triangle starts here. 55 plus 39. Okay? So that's the run of that right angle triangle. So B would equal 39 plus 55, I put a bracket, times 1.414. So B comes out to 132.916. Now, the next step is to solve for C. And for C, I'm going to draw a right angle triangle. Here it is. Right there, it's just a bigger right angled triangle. And now C is equal to, now I have all my measurements on the bottom of my run. So that's going to be 40 plus 55 plus 39 with a bracket times 1.414 would equal the measurement at C. And I have C being 189.476. Does everybody concur with that measurement? Yes. Now I have a measurement, or I have D to solve here, and you can see the measurement D is right there. So I have this measurement of 25. And if this is 39, then this piece has to be 39 on this right angle triangle. So D is equal to 39 plus 25. So this is 39 and this is 25. So there's D. E is right there. And because this is still spread apart and these pipes are equally spread apart over here, 55 is E. Similarly, F over here is the same as that measurement there. So F is 40. Now this next step that we have is to find G. G is right there, by the way. There's G. I wrote over top of it. So G, I'm going to draw in a right angle 45-degree triangle right here. Watch this. It's in the green. Hopefully you can see it. Everybody see that triangle there? That triangle has a travel right here. This is the travel right here. This is the travel of that. Right in there is the travel. So the travel is 55. I want to get there's the right angle. I want to get this line right in here. So I will divide by 1.414 to get G. And G would equal 38.896.
Sorry, Doug. I got to interrupt for a moment.
Sure.
Why did you divide by 1.414?
Because, okay, let me just draw in this right angle triangle in here, right? There it is there. Can you see it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this line that I'm pointing to with all the arrows is a travel. That is a travel in there.
Oh.
And I have the measurement of the travel. So I will divide to get a run or a rise.
Because you would normally times the run.
That's correct.
Thank you.
That's all right. Now, the next one is H. And to solve for H, and it's the spread across these pieces of pipe, I'm going to draw a right angle triangle in here. And there is my right angle triangle. This line right there is a travel. So to get the spread across this is the rise. So I'm going to take 40 and I will divide it by 1.414 to get the spread across those two pieces of pipe. And that's 28.28 is the measurement right here across those two pipes, right in there. That's 28.28. Okay, we're going to do another one just like that. So, in this one, it is another unequal spread offset. I will first draw a right angle triangle to solve for A. There's my right angle triangle. So A, I have a run of 490 down here at the bottom. So A is equal to 490 multiplied by 1.414. $692.86. Now that I got A, I can move on to B. And B, I'll draw another right angle triangle. Right there. And I have now a run of 650 plus 490. So B is equal to 650 plus 490 with a bracket times 1.414. B is 1611.96 is B. The next one I'm going to solve for is C. I'm going to draw another right angle triangle. Here it is. For C. And now I have a run right here. So C is equal to 500 plus 650 plus 490 bracket times 1.414. C comes out to 2318.96. And now D measurement is over here. So I know that this run is 490. So that makes my rise 490 in this location. This is 350 plus 490. So D would equal 840. E over here is actually the same as that measurement there. E is 650. F is the same measurement down here. So F is 500. And now I'll solve for G. And there's my right angle triangle right in there. So G is 650 divided by 1.414 because the 650 that's in here is a travel. So I will divide to get the run. So G is 459, sorry, 0.68. And H, of course, here's my right angle triangle for H right in there. 500 is the travel. So I'll take 500 and divide it by 1.414 to get the spread across those two pipes. And H is 353.6. Okay, this next one is now an unequal spread combination. Now, there was something I should have mentioned right at the very, very beginning, is that this. None of these are to scale, okay? Nothing's to scale in here. We can have actually, yeah, lots of math first thing in the morning. It's good. I like math in the morning. I do. Not appropriate, Matt. Okay. Everybody can be happy-go-lucky. You never know. All right. So none of this is to scale. So equal and unequal spread offset combination. Now there's going to be a little bit of optical illusion on here when we solve for a couple of these. So first off, when I have this one, I'm going to look and see what numbers I do have. I have A to C measurement right in here. Can everybody see how much that is? Can everybody see that there? A to C.
300.
300. A to C is 300 right into there. Yeah, that's awesome. So the first thing I'm going to do after that is I'm going to solve for B to A or A to B. And I'm going to draw a right angle triangle right in here. See my right angle triangle right in there? So I want to get my measurement of A to B. And so I need to look at a couple of things. I can see down at the bottom I have 450, and at the top I have 275. So if I minus those off, I am going to get this run right in here if I minus those two off. So let's do that. So 450 minus 275. And that equals 175. So this is 175. This run, that's right in here. So I can solve for A to B by taking my 175 and multiplying it by 1.414. So A to B is 247.45. All right, 175 in there again. Is everybody with me so far? Okay, the next one I'm going to solve for in this one is going to be F to E. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw another right angle triangle. So I'm going to go all the way down to here. Oh, right to there. Can you see my right angle triangle in there? It's in the red lines. So I need to get this run right in here, and I could do that by going 175, because that's this measurement right here, 175
Plus 220.
plus 320, which is the rest in here. And then I'll put a bracket and I'll times that by 1.414, and that will give me my F to E measurement. And F to E comes out to 699.93. Now, my next step is I'm going to solve from G to H. Okay, I'm going to solve from G to H first before I move on with the other one. So, I'm going to draw my right angle triangle in here. Here we go. It's going to be green. There's my right angle triangle. And now I want to get my run measurement down at the bottom. So that's going to be 175 plus 320 plus 340. So that's 175 plus 320 plus 340 bracket times 1.414. So G to H comes out to 1180.69. My next step is I'm going to solve from E to D. So I'm going to draw a right angle triangle, but this is a 22. Let me go back and see if I can get that a little better. this is going to be a 22.5 degree right angle triangle in there. There it is. So I need this side right in here, this little side opposite. I have a run of 320 in there, right? So I'm going to extend this line through all the way because I know that this is 300, this is 300. So I'm going to take my run that is in right here to get my rise. So that's going to be 320 times 0.414, the tangent of the 22.5. So this is equal to 132.48, and I will add that to my 300. And that's going to give me my E to D. At 432.48. And now I'm just going to make a bigger 45-degree right angle triangle in here. And there it is. So now I could take my run is 320 plus 340 on this triangle. So 320 plus 340 bracket times 0.414. And that would give me this measurement right in here. And that comes out to 273.24. That's 273.24. And I add the 300 to it. So H to I is 573.24. Now I'm going to solve for J. So J is over here, as you can see it. Now I'm going to draw a right angle triangle right in here. This is my right angle triangle right in there. Now, I know that the spread across this line, right from here to there, is 340. Okay, so this is 340, and I get that number from down here at the bottom. So now I could just take 340 and multiply by 1.414, and that is equal to J. Which is 480.76. K measurement in here, there's K over there, is the same. So I'm going to draw a right angle triangle in here. Here it is. Let me just get it thicker so you can see it. There's my right angle triangle. And now this line, this run that we have here is 320. So I'm going to go 320 times 1.414, and that would equal K. And that's 452.48. I just recorded this part so you guys can see the answers if you have to go back at any point. And I do want to remind you that this assignment is called assignment number 4 I know that doesn't match anything, but that's what it's called in D2L under offsets in your math shell. Okay, so if you ever wanted another copy of this, you can have it. The next one that we see in here, let me remove my annotations. The next one we see in here is an unequal spread offset. So first off, we're going to solve for A. A is right here. We're going to solve for A. So what I can do is I can draw a right angle triangle at this location right there. There it is. So first off, you see up here, this measurement in here is 600. And if I minus off the 300 down here, that means my run is 300. So is my rise is 300. So A is 300 times 1.414. So A is 424.2. Now B, as you can see, we want measurement B. So the overall measurement on this side is 500. And if I know that this line is 300 right in here, my rise is 300, that means B has to be 200.
Oh, can you go over that one more time with that B? Sorry.
Sure. As you can see, B right here. So the overall measurement over here I have is 500. Yeah?
Yeah, and then we're taking away from that A measurement where we got the 300.
That's right. So
Okay,
B
okay,
has
that's
to be
where
200.
I messed up. Okay.
Good. So my next one to solve for is C. And so I'm going to draw a right angle triangle right in here. There's my right angle triangle for C. Now I have a measurement from this location all the way to the wall at 1140. I have a measurement down here to this location of 870. And if I minus those two off, I will get this measurement right here. My run and rise I will get from that. So this just happens to be 270. So this is 270. So C is 270 times 1.414. Which is 381.78. And now, as you can see, this overall measurement is 500 here. Minus 270 will give me D at 230, equaling 500. Okay, so we're going to go to this next one, as you see here. I want you to take a few minutes and do this one on your own, and I'll put in the answers and just see if you can match my answers. Okay, take a few minutes to do that. Okay, so you guys are still doing pretty good so far. Oh, look what we have now. We have an entirely different looking equal spread offset here. So this is an equal spread offset. So let me first start by solving for C. C is the first one that we're going to solve for here. So I am going to draw in a right angled triangle for C. Look at this. Here we go. And now that we have that, I know that 62 over here is that rise. So I can get C by going 62 times 1.414. So C is 87.668. Does everybody see how I got that?
Mhm.
Well, because this is equal spread, A, B, and C are identical. Okay. In this particular application, A, B, and C are all going to be the same. Now, the next step is we're going to solve for D. Let me just get a different color here. And I need to get a straight line on there. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut my 45s in half. First off, I'm going to draw a straight line right here. And I'm going to cut these 45s in half, making it a 22.5 degree right angle triangle. Now, because I have this measurement 41 down at the bottom, if I take the run that's here, so the run is 22 plus 30, so the run is 52, right? This run in here is 52, and if I times that by 0.414, because it's a 22.5, I can get this measurement right in here. So 52 times 0.414. So this measurement right here is 21.528. And I simply take this and minus it off 41. That should give me D. So D is equal to 41 minus 21.528. So D is 19.472. Now I have D at 19.472. I can get E by, and I'm going to color my 45 degree right, or 22.5 degree right angle triangle right in here. There's another one right in there that ends in there, right? And let me just do a line right there. There it is. And now I could take 22 and times it by 0.414. And that gives me this side opposite length, or over here on the rise, is equal to 9.108. And I simply add that to the 19.472, and that would give me E. So that was, sorry, I punched in some wrong numbers. Plus 19.472. So E is equal to 28.58. And similarly, we're going to do it for the same side over here for F and G. So first off, I will figure out what G is. Or I can go F, it doesn't matter. I'm going to draw a straight line in here. And then I'm going to draw a 22.5 degree right angle triangle right in there. And that did not work. Have to use my straight line annotate button. Here we go. So I'm going to go right up to the top and then cut the 45s in half. Now I have a 22.5 degree right angle triangle. I can get F right now because that would be the entire run right in here. This entire run. And that is equal to 30 plus 22 bracket times 0.414. So that is 21.528, and I add that to my 28 to get F. So F is going to be 49.528. And now for G, I just have a smaller 22.5 degree right angle triangle here. There it is there. And so that's going to be 30 times 0.414 is 12.42, and I add that to 28. So that's going to be 40.424 G. So let's start out with A. So we want to solve for A. Our triangle is almost drawn for us here. It's right there. And I have a measurement of 18. So it's 18 times 1.414 will give me A. Which is 25.452. And now I want the measurement B. So what we do next is we draw two 22.5 degree right angle triangles in here. Oh, geez, stop that. Let me just do that again. That doesn't want to do it there. We'll do it here. So there's two 22.5 degree right angle triangles in there. I'll just fill those in so we have an idea of what they look like. Something like that. And something like this. There they are. So I have, look at that, up at the top there's 10. So 10 times 0.414 will give me 4.14, and that is my side opposite length. And I simply take two of those and take it off of the 25. So it's going to be 25.452 minus 4.14 minus 4.14, and that would give me B. And that should be 17.172.